Hey friends. Okay, so I just asked in our little team thread or whatever, how many of you need help with your Franks list, like how to organize it and how to go from there and have like a working Franks list. So, let me turn off all the notifications from y'all. So I wanted to make a quick little video, show y'all how I'm organizing my Franks list. There's 10 billion different ways to do it. Where I'm at now, I still don't have like a method that's working well for me. So I've been talking to some Jules on our team and outside of our team to see kind of how they have theirs set up. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. It may not be the most, it's just going to take some time. Okay, it's going to take some time to get it set up. So it may not be the most time efficient, but I'm going to show you as I'm going and explain why I'm doing it that way. So I'm a paper and pencil person. I think it's a little bit of the teacher in me. I love different colored pens. Like here, let me just show you on my calendar. Like I'm all about all the colors, right? So I'm definitely a paper and pencil person. And I tried really hard to make my Franks list paper and pencil. And what I found was I have 10 billion pieces of paper everywhere. There's no organization to it. I have sticky notes. I can't find half my list half the time, and it's a mess. And so I bought this cute little thing in the back office, and it was going to be my Franks list notebook. That's what I was so excited for. And as you can tell, I started writing people's names down, and what I found out was I'm super OCD, and I knew that, but looking at my paper and pencil list and the names not being alphabetical and I can't find it, people, and I'm reading and reading, I'm I've got 200 people on my list here and I can't find so-and-so's name. So I got super frustrated and it's made my power hours really difficult. I went through today and was looking through and I have one person's name written on here 4 times. Can we talk about how unorganized that is? So I'm trying really hard to scrap pen and paper for now. I'll still use it for other things, of course, but as my big working Franks list that I'm going to use for my power hours every day, I'm going all digital. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all, show you kind of the process I'm working on. It's going to take a little bit to set it up, but in my opinion, if it takes you all day to set it up and you can use it from here on out till diamond, it's worth it. So let me share my screen with y'all real quick. Okay, so what I have here is my Google Drive, and I'm going to start with this. Actually, let me move this little box around because I need it to move. I don't know if y'all can see that box or not, but it's in my way. So I have Google Drive. If you don't have a Google account, it's free. Set one up. You need it. I highly suggest setting up a Plexus email. So I have a Plexus email and a Plexus Drive via Google. That is literally all my Plexus work. So my email is haleyparton.plexus@gmail, and it's really nice to have it all organized that way. So as you can tell, I had a Franks list from way back when. I'm actually going to open it and show y'all. I did this probably last year, and I tried really hard to make it effective, and it was so overwhelming. So I downloaded all of my Facebook friends, put their names in here, and I tried color coding everything. And I mean, just look at it, y'all. It's so overwhelming, so overwhelming. And then I had to remember to go change the colors when people said yes or no, and it was a hot mess. And so that's when I went back to paper and pencil. So don't do that. I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to set it up now. So first thing you would do is hit new and make a Google Sheet. So basically it's like Excel. But the reason I'm doing it in Google is because I want to be able to access it from my phone if I have the app on my phone, which I do. And also if I don't have my computer with me and I need to pull it up, I don't want it to be only located on my computer. I want to be able to reach it from wherever. Welcome to my small town of super slow internet. So I guess we'll just hang out until it decides to load. Maybe. Well, that makes the video very difficult if I can't show you how to do the things. Okay, well, while that's loading, basically, you would load the Google Sheets. It looks like Excel. And then you're going to go to your Facebook. And I actually, let me just go here. Go to your profile, and you're going to click on the friends right here. And what that's going to do is it's going to pull up a list of all the friends that you have. So I have almost 1,300, so this took me a little bit of time to download. So you just have to be patient, but as part of it, I promise it'll be worth it. So what I did is I literally copied and pasted all of my friends. So obviously I don't need Jill. She's my upline. She's not a potential or a downline. Lee is my downline, obviously, so I want her on my ambassador follow-up list. So I'm going to start with Lee, and I highlight her name, and I'm literally just going to like drag my mouse, and it's going to highlight all my friends as it goes. And this took, it felt like 10 years to do it. I'm going to stop here. Okay, so once you highlight every single one, I'm not going to show y'all, it took like 5 minutes for me to do this, but I promise it's worth it. So once you highlight everyone, so let's say Andrea is my last person, then I'm going to hit Control-C, so I'm going to copy it and go back to, okay, that one's not loading, so let's try again. Let's see if it'll load a new one. There it goes. Okay, so what I would do here is once it loads, I'm going to take that list, every single person on my Facebook that I just copied, and I'm going to Control-V and paste it. Okay, so what I've done is I have just created my list. Obviously, it's got other stuff in here and whatnot that I'm going to have to go through and delete, which is the time-consuming part. But in my opinion, this is the best way because, let me show y'all. Let me make this bigger so y'all can read it. Let's do 18. Okay, so the reason I like to copy and paste instead of typing the names is I have my mouse on Lee's, and you can see right here is a link to her Facebook. So all I have to do is click that, and it pops up her Facebook. So this is really great for your power hours. So you don't have to be on Facebook. You don't get distracted. You're not scrolling. You're not searching and all of that. You're not getting all the notifications. You can literally click on the person's name that you're going to message. It'll take you to their Facebook. You can creep a little bit, see what's happening. Lee's already made her post for, was that yesterday or today? Yesterday. And then up there, you can send her a message. Okay? So for me, I get a little ADD. When I'm on Facebook and I'm searching for people's names, I get distracted. So this is why I like this feature of the link where I can go straight to just that person's Facebook page. Now, time-consuming part is deleting all of this stuff in between them, okay? So I'm working on that on my list right now. So I will give you an example. So for me, I don't need this stuff. I don't need Allie's link because I'm not going to be checking up in on her. Lacey's my level 1, so I'm going to keep her. So I'm going to delete that, okay? And I'm going to go through. Casey's my level 3, and so I know she's under Lee. Lee takes care of her, so I don't need to follow up with her. Same with Paula. Okay, she's under Bethany. I know Bethany takes care of her, so I don't need to follow up with her. Same with Sarah, so I'm going to delete those. Marcella's on a totally different team, and then we get down to Christy. She's my level 1. So I'm going to delete all of those. I'm just keeping the people who are my potentials, my customers, or my level 1 ambassadors, okay, or adopted level 2s, okay? So I'm going to delete my upline, people from other teams, Kristen Wyatt, Amanda, all of those are Plexus people. I don't need them on my list. So I'm going to delete all of them, okay? And then I'm going to pop over, this is just an example, I'm going to pop over and show y'all my setup. So once I go through and do that, this is how I'm going to have it set up. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm going through right now, and here's my list so far of people. Oh, I need to get rid of Allie. But here's my list so far that I'm working on and deleting, okay? So obviously I still have some work, but my plan is to put this entire list right here over into my connections list, or label it connections list actually. My original one didn't have links, it just had people's names, and I didn't like that. So that's why I'm redoing it with the links. So I'm going to label this down here, my connections list, and that is every single person that I haven't talked to about Plexus, okay? So obviously, I'll give you an example. These two girls here are past customers of mine. I know that I've talked to them about Plexus. So I'm actually going to copy and paste copy their names. Let's do it now. So Control C. I'm going to copy both of them and go to my follow-up customers. As you can see, I had their names already on there, but there's no hyperlink. And I'm going to Control Paste. So now, oops. Sorry. We don't want to go to her Facebook. Sorry. So as you can tell, I can delete their names now from here because I have it in the hyperlink. Does that make sense a little bit? I don't know. Y'all can't answer me because I'm videoing. But that's my plan. So I have my connections list, which is going to be everyone. I'm going to have my follow-up with my potentials. Obviously, I'm in the process of doing all of the hyperlink. But this list here, my follow-up potentials, is anyone and everyone that I have ever said the word Plexus to. I've sent a cold message to, I've invited them to an event, they've reached out and talked to me about it. Someone who has liked my Plexus post and I told them thank you. Anyone who I have said the Plexus word to goes in my potentials follow-up list. Okay, my intentional engagement list, I haven't added anybody yet, but my plan for this is going to be my really high potentials, people who I need to build a relationship with. I need to intentionally be engaging on Facebook, typing on their, or answering things on their Facebook wall, commenting questions, whatever, you know, interacting with them, okay? I'm also going to have a budget-friendly list. These are people who I've talked to who have told me, like, we have gone through the process of talking about Plexus, and they're like, ooh, I need to wait and, like, figure out my finances or whatnot. And the reason I want to do a tab just for those people, or because when we have specials, I want to have a list of people that I know a little bit of money back or something might help them jump on board. And then I have my follow-up customers that you already saw, and then follow-up ambassadors. So I personally am going to have my active ones, my inactive, so my white lines, and then ones who were ambassadors at one point. I don't think she's an ambassador. She needs to be a customer. Sorry. So I'm going to have, sorry, I'm like, I got to organize my laugh. So I'm going to have my past ones who have signed up and either are no longer in the back office, or like they deleted their account or something like that. If you're new, you don't have to worry about this column as much, but if you've been around for a while, you know people have jumped on board and then deleted their account. I like to remember that they were on my team. That way, if I ever do reach out to them again, it's my memory jog of remembering, oh, hey, when you talk to them, make sure you remember they were actually on your team at one point. So when you're 3 years in, or I guess 2.5 years in, you kind of forget things. So that's my setup. Again, you don't have to have it set up like this. If you don't want to go through Facebook and download and delete and all that, you don't have to. It's definitely time consuming, but I love the hyperlink. For me, it's totally worth it so I don't get distracted. And then I can always go to Facebook and just drag and drop people in as I add them to my Facebook wall. So one last quick thing that I'm going to do. Obviously, these people are not organized yet. So in order for me to filter and put them in alphabetical order, I have to delete all of this junk in between their names. But the ones that I've already deleted the stuff between, let me show you. I can do names, come up here and hit the filter button, and it's going to highlight all of the ones that fall under that category. Oh, yay, y'all. It just highlight. I just had to do a video. Earlier, it wouldn't do everyone. That's going to save me so much time. And then I'm going to filter them A to Z. Okay, hallelujah, y'all. It would not do this earlier. It was so frustrating. Well, all you have to do now is highlight all of these, because obviously those hyperlinks I don't care about. Oh, this is so fabulous. It would not filter all of these earlier, but now it is. So I'm going to delete rows. That's going to literally take an hour or two off my time. So I'm going to go through and delete all of those. Obviously, I have a ton of them because I have so many Facebook friends. Oh, geez. Okay, this is going to take forever. Let me get down to people. All right, so the people are now alphabetized, which makes my OCD brain and life so much easier, so much more organized. I can find people quicker. So I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Maybe. There it is. Okay, so I know that was a little scatterbrained. I'm still in my pajamas, y'all. Like, struggle of life. Actually, no struggle of life. This is the best thing ever. So that's how I'm going to organize my Franks list. Like I said, I know it is a little time consuming to download all your Facebook friends. And there may be an easier way. I know Marcella did a video of how you can have Facebook download it and have your list. And I tried it, but it doesn't have the hyperlink, which is like my favorite thing right now. So if you have any questions or you need any help, let me know. But I really think this is going to be so helpful, first for your power hours, just so you have a working list, you know what you need to do, you have no excuses, you're not on Facebook getting distracted, you can just go to your list and look at those certain people that you want to talk to. So I hope this was helpful. I know it's a little fast and furious. I'm really excited about it. So y'all let me know if there's anything that you would add or you would change to your list. I'm always open to suggestions. This is just something that I'm going to try out, and I'm really excited to try out. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you later. Bye, friends.